Cal Poly Pomona has a wide variety of clubs on campus, with one of them being the B.A.T. Advocacy and Tracking Society, or B.A.T.S.
Hi Broncos, this is Kenna Jenkins for the Poly Post. The purpose of the B.A.T.S Club, which was formed in 2025, is to raise awareness about B.A.T.S and educate people on the misconceptions they may have about B.A.T.S.
On the first floor of the College of Science building in Room 5, B.A.T.S Club members meet under the supervision of Associate Professor for Global Change Biology, Rachel Blakey, to get hands-on experience handling B.A.T specimens.
We have a dichotomous key here where people will go through and they'll take some measurements of different B.A.T features. They'll measure their forearm to get an idea of how big they are. They'll look at different important B.A.T traits, like they'll look at their tail. We have the Mexican free-tail bat and the yellow bat here. You'll see in the free-tail, the tail comes through out of the tail membrane, and in the yellow bat, the tail is completely enclosed in the tail membrane. So the difference there being the Mexican free-tail is the fastest flying animal vertebrate.
Olivia Garcia and Pedro Rosales are two of the 5 founding board members of the B.A.T.S Club, with Garcia being the vice president and Rosales being the director of public outreach. In their weekly workshops, members identify and dissect B.A.T specimens for the Los Angeles Natural History Museum and send them back.
We're going to be doing a dichotomous key on B.A.T.S. So this little guy, we actually don't know from face value what he is. So we're going to be following dichotomous key, which lists a lot of different traits. And depending on what traits are present, we can actually go through and narrow way down to what species this guy is. So first one is going to be, is a leaf nose present or absent? A leaf nose is actually going to look like what's up on the board. It's going to actually have a little nose. It's going to look like that.
Yeah, it's like a flat nose like that.
So because this guy has a little flat nose, we can say it's absent. We move down to number 11. The tragus is tiny and blunt, or the tragus is long and pointed. The tragus is actually on the human ear. It's going to be this little part right here. Bats actually do have that too. So on here, it's a little hard to see, but you can see that it is a little pointed. It's not going to be blunt. The tragus does help with hearing, as that's the biggest sense they use to get around. This one has to do with the thumb length. Is it going to be less or more than 4.2 millimeters?
Yeah, so we put it up right here, and it is clearly less than 4.2. So with all that information, we're able to narrow it down to a
We have one more there.
Oh, we have one more? Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
less than 4.2 millimeters, the thumb length. And it has a bunch of other little traits that just explain what it is. Its dorsal fur is dull, it has a pale color. Its face mask is distinctive, but not that contrasting. And the muzzle length is same as the width between the nostrils. All that information basically gives us the species of it being a B.A.T.S californicus.
Twice a year, once in the fall and again in the spring, the B.A.T.S Club hosts a B.A.T Night event. For the Spring 2026 B.A.T Night, hosted at the Lyle Center, attendees were taught information on B.A.T.S by club members. They were able to see some of the club's B.A.T specimens and learn about what they do with them, and were given the opportunity to go on a B.A.T walk where they had the chance to encounter a live bat. CBP student Juliette Martinez is the president of the B.A.T Club and one of the founding members. Martinez said after going on a field trip to the Natural History Museum and meeting with the mammal curator, she learned the museum had a large collection of B.A.T specimens not being used for research, and started the collaboration they have now.
So the event is really a dedication to what we stand for as a club. We are the B.A.T Advocacy and Tracking Society. A big part of what we want to do is dispel all the myths that people hold about bats. Not to be afraid of them. They're really important to our environment, that they're endangered due to a lot of the things that we're doing. Habitat loss is a big one. So what we have going on tonight is a community outreach event. We reach out to students, faculty, everybody who's kind of been collaborating with us, local schools. So you'll see a lot of kids here. And every station is actually catered to something different about the bats. We have people teaching about anatomy and all the different species and their traits and how their traits are specific to their environments. We have some fun stuff going on. We have arts and crafts. People are learning how to do like origami of bats. We have tables teaching about the bat boxes that we made. We have also people teaching about echolocation, which is how bats get around. So you'll learn how they do it, and then you'll also be able to use our devices and how we do research on bats using them. And then we're also taking people on walks out into the nature and hearing live bats in real time.
With CPP being a biodiversity hotspot, the B.A.T.S Club worked to create bat boxes, which are set to be hung at the Lyle Center in the near future.
So the bat boxes are really important here for bats because they are a place for bats to hang out. They also are a habitat. Bats are very susceptible to habitat loss. We have noticed that their populations are being critically endangered or endangered as a result to urbanization. Bat boxes are very important because bats can go and live in them. They can store up to, I believe, 60 to 90 bats. Or if bats just want to come and rest, they can also rest and recuperate.
Gonzales said the club currently has around 50 active members, and students can join the club through MyBar. Gonzales will be graduating this semester, and said open board positions for the B.A.T.S Club will be announced mid-April.
To learn more about B.A.T.'s upcoming workshops and events, you can check out their Instagram at B.A.T.S_CPP. This has been Kenna Jenkins for the Poly Post. See you next time.